Hello everyone, how are y'all doing today? I'm doing just fine and dandy, but today I wanted to make a video about joining my journey joining the Air National Guard, and hopefully I can help some of y'all out there who are looking to join maybe, or something along those lines. So what I wish I knew before I joined, or about the process of joining, was it takes some time. So I started doing the process. I contacted my Air National Guard recruiter through their website. I let them know that I was interested in the program, and it took them about like two weeks maybe to get back to me on it. So then I just had someone call me and they were like, hey, you called and said that you were interested, or you emailed or whatever and said that you're interested. I can hook you up. Here's a recruiter, blah, blah, blah. They hooked me up, and this was basically right in the beginning of February. And then me and my recruiter pretty much just started going back and forth on the process of joining from February up through my sign date of April 30th. So basically May. So let's see, February, March, April, into May. So it was like 3 months before I was signed. So just know that it'll take 3 months to get through all the paperwork and maps. So how it works basically is, I can make a different video for that. If y'all want to know the process of, or a more in-depth process of like the paperwork and stuff, and like some of the questions I had when I was joining, just let me know and I'll make one. But I'm just gonna go through the timeline kind of thing. So yeah, 3 to 4 months of paperwork, phone calls, and maps, which is just testing for your medical stuff. I'm sure y'all have heard about that. So once you go to maps, obviously, then you get to pick your job. And as a guard member, they're not going to give you the list of full jobs that you get for active duty. Instead, they give you a list of job openings that are available within your base that you're signing on. So for me, I was Wisconsin, so I had the option of going to Volkfield, Madison, and Milwaukee. And so I got a job list from Volk, a job list from Madison, and a job list from Milwaukee. And each of them had different, about like 6 jobs. So you get basically to choose from 6 jobs, and you're gonna have to take those. And they're not, for the most part, they're just gonna be like maintainer jobs, cyber jobs, or like Power Pro. And like my job, I ended up picking ground radar. So basically I fix, or it's RAWs is the letters that stand for it, but it's radar, airfield, and weather systems. So I fix all of their stuff. But yeah, so anyways, like I said, you're pretty much gonna be a maintainer or work in the cyber field if you join the Guard. So that is one thing that I would have liked to know before I signed. But anyways, yeah, you pick your job and then you can sign on the dotted line and you get sworn in. At the time, it was pretty heavy with COVID, so I actually swore in over a Zoom call. But yeah, once you swear in, then you get moved into a program called Student Flight. And so Student Flight is basically just, you go for, well, Air National Guard, you go 2 days a month, and that's kind of their thing. So you go 2 days a month, and instead of doing your job, you learn about how to be in the military. And I talked to some of the other guard guys during basic training, and it pretty much differs from base to base. I know for Wisconsin, we used to get sent to Madison, and there they had like a program, but sometimes we would stay at the base that I was at, which was Volk. And so it depends on what where your base is, but they'll have specific things for you to do. A lot of times you do like a PT, a practice PT test, and then a lot of classes where you just sit there and listen to like money briefs and how to use your TSP and just that kind of stuff. So student flight, it's not bad because you're just like chilling and kind of messing around with your other people in student flight that are waiting to go to basic training. So that leads me to my next point of how long does it take to go to basic training from the point you signed. So that can differ greatly, and that's basically all they tell you. When you ask your recruiter, he'll probably say it'll be about 4 to 6 months, which is probably pretty accurate. One thing that you can take advantage of though is you can give them a start date or like a day that you'd be able to go to basic training from. So I was taking college classes up to May is when it was done, and I signed in like a couple days prior to May, which allowed me to actually get school paid for that semester since I signed while I was still in class technically. So, fun fact. But yeah, I signed in May and I went to basic training November 22nd. So May, June, July, August, September, October, November. I was waiting for 7 months before I got to go. And that's on top of the 3 months I was doing my paperwork. So 7, 8, 9, 10. So I was expecting to just be able to join and go straight into basic. Nah, it's gonna take like almost a full year for you to do your paperwork, go through MEPS, and then wait for a slot for you to get to basic. And the slots for basic, it varies depending on the budget and the classes that are available. So for some of the more popular career fields, you'll get a slot right away because there are more classes happening, but then sometimes you won't get a class right away because the slots are all going to be filled. And in my case, I have a less known, less common career field, so it took a while for the class to start. And like now that I'm here at tech school, our class, or a new session of our class, starts like every 2 weeks, and then some of the other classes start a new class like every week, and some of them even like twice a week. But yeah, so there has to be a spot open for you in tech school for your job. There has to be the funding to send you over there through the state needs to have the funding to send you there. And then you'd be good to go. But basically what I'm trying to say is it'll vary greatly. Some guys got to go within like 2 months of waiting, and then other people actually waited for over a year to get sent to basic training. So yes, keep in mind, if you're looking to do this, it's not something that you can just be like, I want to join the Air National Guard. No, it's gonna take a long time. So if you are like 2 months into student flight and you're like, man, I want to go back to my life, sucks. You have to wait until you go to basic training. So that is important for you all to know. But yeah, that's pretty much the process of joining the Air National Guard and some of the things that I wish I knew going into it. I might make like a Q&A video later if you are interested about some of the questions I had going into the military. I might make a basic training video if you're interested in it, and then if you all are interested, I could also make a tech school video, or what to expect for that also. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found it helpful or informative in the least, hopefully. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Give it a like, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.